All right, I'm here with UFC fighter Alan Belcher, my good friend, teammate, and of course, I'm Duke Roufus, and I'm a coach in the MMA industry, and we're going to be talking UFC on Fox in Chicago. The main event, Josh the Punk Thomson versus former world champion Benson Henderson. Of course, we're going to see our teammates there too. We're going to see Pascal the Panzer Kraus versus Adam Killip from Russia, debuting in the UFC. He's got devastating spin kicks, but the Panzer's been known to like to scrap, and I'm going to see him getting inside and really trying to bust him up, not letting those spin kicks happen. And he's been working with Funky Askren, so look for some big takedowns, and he is a German boxing champion. So just on our team, Pascal's going to be charging. He's going to be Erwin Rommel himself, and the Panzer's coming. Then, of course, we've got our child prodigy, Sergio, the Phenom Pettis, taking on Bruce Leroy, Alex Caceres. That's going to be a great fight. But know what? I've given Sergio the remedy for the glow. He is going to stop the glow of Bruce Leroy. And this kid's on fire. He made a great debut in November and look for even bigger and better things. But most importantly, we're talking Bendo versus the Punk. The Punk was supposed to fight our good friend and teammate Anthony Pettis. Anthony had to go out and have a patella surgery. Hats off, first of all, to Josh Thomson for not sitting out. He's decided to fight a very tough Ben Henderson. This is going to be an interesting fight, Alan. Henderson has more of the unorthodox striking, wrestling, better, I would say, jiu-jitsu pedigree, where Thomson is the classic AK fighter, a good boxer, had that great head kick against Nate Diaz, and a known wrestler. What do you think this fight's going to be won?
To me, the main difference in this fight is, or the main key that for Ben Henderson is to just be elusive, hard to hit, use his speed, and use his takedowns. Definitely.
I feel there's a slight advantage for Ben Henderson, one in his octagon time. He's put a lot of time in his fights. He's gone the distance in all of his fights in the UFC, and a lot of his fights, and as well, he having studied Ben Henderson, he is a hard guy to figure out. It was a very tough puzzle each time Anthony Pettis fought him, and we studied diligently. If you don't have the remedy to deal with Bendo, it's a hard fight. That being said, though, you know, Josh Thomson's just been a hair away from losing to a very tough Gilbert Melendez.
He's very experienced.
Yeah.
He has a lot of experience. He's been right there a lot of times. He's got to take it up a little notch. What do you think that he needs to do to be Ben striking-wise?
I think he needs to not make it a technical fight, come out right away, make it a brawl. This guy's overdue for a break. And when I was getting ready for helping Anthony get ready for that fight, and that was in the back of my mind, here's a guy who's been right there. He's overdue to get over the hump, and it's going to be a great fight. You know, the keys to victory, he's got to make it dirty. And can he take down Ben Henderson? You know, but Henderson's got a very dangerous guard as well. Ground and pound and position versus Henderson's elusive guard and very tricky. It's going to be a great fight. Who are you predicting?
I got to go with Bendo. Yeah, he wants another shot at that belt. He wants it bad, and he's a young, up-and-coming fighter that's getting better all the time. Josh Thomson, although he has experience, he has similar fights the whole time. He's, although he's a really good fighter, he's easier to kind of read, you know, exactly what he's going to do. He has some takedowns, he has some jiu-jitsu, but, you know, he's, like you said, he's brawling a little bit. So
I'm gonna call the upset. One of my longtime students actually trains kickboxing with Josh. Derek Ewan, I love you, brother. Miss him. He's now at AK. I think that AK and their team might have the magic to pull off the upset. It's going to be close, you know. Definitely Bendo's the favorite, but I think that the Punk could come out and pull this one off. Either way, UFC on Fox always delivers. Never boring card. You've had a great performance against Paula Harris on Fox. There's something about different than pay-per-view. What's it like fighting on Fox as opposed to pay-per-view?
Fox, you just have a lot bigger audience, a lot bigger reach, so you know there's a lot of eyes on you from home. You know, if you don't really think about it too much, it doesn't bother you. But if you let it get to you, you know that there's a lot of people, a little bit more pressure. It's kind of your time to shine. those fights were the ones where people actually, when I would start to go out in town, people started recognizing me, regular people, because everybody got it, as opposed to pay-per-view, a smaller group. So it's a time for a fighter to really show his stuff and be shown to the world and come out as a name, a known name in MMA. So it's a big time for him.
Yeah, the road to the Octagon shows and everything that's going on. The UFC put so much behind it in box, as you did. I mean, you definitely shined against Paul Harris. You beat the Mike Tyson of grappling. Everyone feared this guy, and you unraveled the mystery that was Paul Harris. So we're gonna end with that. Again, always tune in to ProMMATraining.com to get a lot of techniques. And then as well, you can come over to DukeRoufus.com. That's my striking university. And as well at DukeRoufus.com, we got a lot of the culture of our team, and we're working with all of our different people. It's a fun, enjoyable site. We'll see you soon. Enjoy the fights on Fox.